ignore you. It was like not texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm either thinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. Stop, it's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I'm your feet, new LV when you fly overseas. Cold plumbing cause I'm at a band swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Cleveland. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
Hey, 60.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Let go.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Now Burrow changing things up here. On 1st first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
11.
Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
11. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. The Browns take over 1st and 10. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get started up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talk. With the defense coordinator about their performance last week because of was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
On the draw, it's Judkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns at 4-9 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Gravity Lions. 19, Charger, 19, let's go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Caught here, right side, no. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 3rd and 3.
18, 5 in it.
Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Nice.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, here's Shadur. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Tackle 80. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Trap 60, 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with it.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw is Sanders. That's to Bond. Isaiah Bond. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Sanders to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Sanders. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The point after is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here we go. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Look at the spin. He's still on his feet. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Smith with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
65 catch, 6, crack all 80. Street, street.
Play action. It's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6, 6. Check smash. Check smash. Check the eagle. Check the eagle.
Back to throw. Sanders checks it down to Jenkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 4.
Let's go. 18, pioneer.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Gotta go score.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11.
Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 2, ready?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
180. Right shot. 12. 11. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19, Lions.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
18, Pioneer, Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. He's going to take another shot here. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. Ready. 11.
Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
It's just set. Shot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We're good.
Now Burrow changing the look. On 2nd and goal. Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 30-yard line.
Top low 18. Ready.
Here's Sanders operating from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
Ready. Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Go. Cougar 19.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
70 Timberwolves.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33.
11.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11. 11.
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Gun.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Ready? Pat the 60.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw now, here's Sanders. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here's Milton now to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chigakonkwo, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran about the lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sanders. And just not enough on the throw there. Now on his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got it. Ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
They go play action now. Sanders working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Panther Street. Ready, ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 70, 19 Lions. Ready.
Sanders once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance. And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Okay, break. Hey, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And as this defense walks off the field.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.